はい、皆さんこんにちは、スカルゼロです。本日もロボコップローグシティのお時間となりましたということで、早速やっていきましょう。で、前回はですね、ここで終わったんですけれども、今回はその続きからですね、やっていきたいと思います。で、ミッションなんですけれども、スパイクの追跡ということで出ましたので、じゃあ、やつですね、居場所を探しましょう。
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for the evaluation.
先でしょ。
My ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room.
いや、先に情報ぐらい聞いとけよ。人使いが荒いわ。人ではないんだけれどもね。今回は評価高いでしょう。頑張ったぜ。いいかな。しー、どんどん下がっていく評価。
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity.
ヒーローだからね。あ、ヒーローって言ってくれてるわ。ありがとう。ヒーローの名声を取り戻した気分はどうですか？まあ、名声のためにやってるわけではない。
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No, your sense of duty is what drives you. That's clear.
なんか、悲しい返され方したな。というか、お姉さん姿勢悪すぎん？座ってる時の。
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
どうしよう。これすげえ悲しい反応になりそうだけれども、それでよかった。
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better.
それは知らん。
Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him.
お姉さん大変やね。
To rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
まあ、思い出としては過去の残像だよね。
Of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
なんか今回は喜んだとかの評価もらえなかったな。さあ、出撃だ。
I've got plenty to think about for now.
さて、行動評価ももらいましたね。じゃあ、ブリーフィングルームに行くに行動目標が変わったので、次は奴を捕まえる本格的な、ラジオがある。ラジオくん。いつもくだらないことを教えてくれるラジオくん。
Where Detroit now stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
今回短め。どうした？ウィンカー巡査を問いただす。
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
どうした？
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing.
クズだなこいつら。
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
目くじら立ててやるぜ。
That did not sound like
い
fun.
じめる側は
Not
本
like he
当
didn't
に。
deserve it. You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
お前を心配しているって言うかもしれないけれども、やっていることはお前ら二人クズだからな。お前とお前。その面よく覚えておくぜ。こうやって後輩いじりするやつっていうのは大したことねえやつが多いから。優しいいじりだったらいいけれども、悪意のあるいじりのするやつってのは大したことねえから。これ、世の中の決まりな。銃が使えたら撃ってるところだぜ。さて、まあ、そういう雑魚も置いといて、ブリーフィングルームですね。
So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
そこまで心理分析してたの？もう。すごいね、ロボコップくん。
We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
スパイクの痕跡ね。なるほど、なるほど。
RoboCop!
何や
Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
誰だ、お前。
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna
Sure.
be helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
先に言ってることと後で言ってることが全く違うけれどもな、こいつ。まあ、政治に興味はありません。
I'm not involved in politics.
Well, let's not get too hasty. You can still show support for me, right? We're on the same side. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for
お前なんぞ知らん。
I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us
Got a
over.
job for you.
No, you wouldn't.
おい。もう出撃したいのになんだよ、さっきから。
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands.
自分で言って
10
こ
minutes
い。
across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to death.
なんだよ、そのセリフ。お前、仲間を人質に取る気か？おい、タバコ吸ってねえで会議行ってこい。出撃だ！はい、毎回恒例の下釣り。 目標達成、スパイクの痕跡。あれ、目標達成なの？干し草の中からスパイク、どういうこと？隠れてんの？干し草の中に。まあ、エリアも初めて来るところだな。まあ、オールドマンがいるんでしょう。はい、来たよ。この後ろじゃないの？上。なんか言ってんな、あいつら。さて、奴はどこだ
？The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
一言多いんだよな、どいつもこいつも。はい、来たよ。
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
ここで育った、なんかもうちょっと権力振り回してるやつかなと思ったら、そんなことなくって、なんか信念で動いてるような人なのね。
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent
まさか自分がなる気か？
burden to you?
まあ、業務遂行が可
The
能。
enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer.
そりゃ街のヒーローですからね。
You here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
姿勢が良くない以外はいいと思いますよ。
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport.
あ、喜んだ。
Imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is
もっとパワーを、
there anything I could do
俺にもっと
to
パワーを。
put you at ease?
ルイスに医療班を。これだよ
My
ね。
partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
でもオールドマン2回喜んでくれたな。こいつのシナリオが進みそうだな。
After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
任せろ。話終わったよ。戻っていいよ。さて、話も終わったし出ますか。
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
さて、本編やってもいいんですけれども、その前にこの自国産テロリストっていうのがあるので、これやってみましょうか。テロリストが中にいるってことか。12号室。まあ、12号室ってなったら上だろうな。さすがに下にはないか。7って書いてあるな。ってことはもう一つ上あたりか。あ、ここね。入るよ。テロリストの部屋ってことか。やん。罠か。ワイヤートラップだね。いるのか？まあ、いたところで弾丸そんなにダメージ受けないからこっちは強いんだけれどもさ。なんかあったりする？何にもない。ワイヤートラップがあったってことは複数あるか？古いピザ。ってことは最近取ったものではないか。メモ。倉庫の使用量。プリント基板だ。ラッキー。ここの部屋にいたりする？こんにちは。いませんか？なんだろうこれ。隠し扉？隠し扉を検知。よっこいしょ。いやー、すごいね。入り口大丈夫ね。オッケー。レンタルの請求書。これは特に関係ないかな？電話に出る。その前にちょっといろいろ取らせて。偽造 ID。ちょっと待って。今やってるから。ピザの食いかけは置いておくなよ。はい、もしもし？
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is,
ああ、あの女の人の
show up and ruin this.
家なの
You
ね。
wanna help OCP avoid liability?
だからブチ切れてんのね。まあ、どちらかといえば、俺自身もね、彼女には頑張ってもらいたいから、そうなったらこれだよな。
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
なるほどね。テロリストって思われてんのは彼女のことか。まあ彼女も結構首突っ込んじゃってるからね。まあ嫌がられてるんでしょう。なるほどね。ここは彼女の家か。それにしてもピザの食いかけ多すぎん？きったね。トランクルームだな。あ、またラジオくんじゃん。
Are you like me? Are you a true environmentalist? Do you appreciate the majestic beauty of nature?
And do you feel helpless knowing that every year more and more species are becoming extinct? Because let's face it, there's nothing that can be done. So, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, join them. Last Chance Safari. See all the endangered species before it's too late. Last Chance Safari is the largest collection of near-extinct species on the planet. So hurry! Get them before it's too late! Additional fee to use your personal rifle may be required.
本当にこの街荒れてんな。あれ、誰かいるけれども、大丈夫？
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
本当か？
We give the fellas the signal.
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
なんかあるな。奴らは帰り敵になりそうだな。
Officer, I can show you the exit if you want.
おかしいおかしい。やり方がおかしい。これお前らの持ち物じゃねえだろきっと。おい、誰だ？勝手に人の倉庫漁ってんのは。
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
やっぱりそうか。でもそんなチャッチー銃で俺をやれるとでも？
Do not come quietly.
かっこいい！始末してってやるってことでしょ？はい、さよなら。さよなら、さよなら。どこいる？あと上だっけ？ん？なんかすげえ撃たれてんな。なんか爆発物投げてない？あ、爆発物投げてんね、こいつら。くっそー！おめえら、ただで帰れると思うなよ！終わりか？あ、まだいるな。さあ、かかってらっしゃい、おら！まだいるのか。しぶてえな、意外と。あと一人。どこだ？上か。お前本当に黒くて見えねえな。よいしょ。以上。そこら辺の泥棒たちでした。こんな泥棒の扱ってる銃なんていらんわ。さて、そしたらお目当ての門はどこだ？これは違う。これも違う。なんとかベーカリーって書いてあったよな。確か。これか。あとは検索系はないね。よし。さあ、出ますか。せっかくだし、これはもらっていこう。あれ誰ですか君たち。どいてもらっていいですか？どいてくれないの？
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
よし、こいつらを返さねえ。
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you.
かっこいい！武力行使も厭わないってことでしょ？お前らにこの箱は渡さん！まあ、クソ上司にね、渡すぐらいだったら、まあ、オーディエンスのね、テロリスト呼ばわりされてる記者の彼女に渡した方がいいでしょう。もうゲームの内容よりも俺の良心に従う。
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. But what if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
いや、もうここは聞かずに信用している。
The sound of your voice does not indicate that you.
すげえな。音声パターンとかあんの？
Depend on your lie detector when you talk to politicians. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
さて、ということでサマンサを支援いたしました。というか連絡手段がやっぱり公衆電話っていうのに時代を感じるな。この店の中？ん？どうしたどうした？
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl,
あ、この人は協力者なのか。
Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
さて、猫の隣に置いてと。2、箱を調べる。箱を調べる。できんのかな？一応調べとくか。手紙。と写真ですね。誰だろうこの写ってるおじさんは。まあ、いっか。それじゃあ、しっかり渡したよ。よっしゃ。じゃあ本編の方戻りましょうか。
Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
さて、こいつから話を聞かないといけないみたいなんですけれども、言ってることはマジでやばいな。
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Now, tell me, what's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
まあ、ということで川沿い調べてみろってことなんですけれども、まあせっかく会話があるのでね、全部聞いていきましょうか。
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
あれ、またベンだ。
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze.
悪い顔してるけれども大丈夫？
Will you help me look for it?
ああ、一応手貸してやるか。
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
悪い顔してたけれども
So
大丈
there's
夫？
this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
歩くのが遅い。先行くぜ。
Let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the
荒れてるなビデオ屋。
Cosmos.
あ、でも店の中は綺麗。
Checking the thriller and drama section.
建物が汚れてんのか。
Ask the owner.
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that
でもビデオか。今の子ビデオってわからない子いるんだろうな。ん？あったか？あ、これだ。
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but
あ、違うの
it's
ね。
not the tape we're looking for.
じゃあ次は？昔ビデオ屋俺も随分行ったな。
Oh man, great movie.
まあその時はまだ子供だったから親に連れてってもらったけれども、懐かしいなビデオ屋。今ビデオ屋とか DVD 屋とかもうないもんね。ゲオとかも今中古ショップになってるしね、もう。
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait, you think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine? I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
っていうか全然戻ってねえなビデオ。可能性これか。
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record.
外れが多いな。
We're looking for.
なんか聖書みたいな名前って言ってたもんな。
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
せやな。
Doesn't pay the bills though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape. Hey.
おい、結局自分で見つけんのかよ。
The title a little. It's called Me Sire. But here it is.
え、誰？
Tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Crap! I need a hand over here!
いや
Assistance?
ー、手伝おうよ。さてと、敵は何人だ？おい、外出んのかよ。外出るのいいけれども、逃げ場ないぜ。お前が親玉か。 親玉は倒したぞ。まだやるか。投降しろ。投降しねえか。投降しねえんだったら容赦せん。容赦しない、容赦しない。どこ行った？結構連れてきてんなお前ら。やっぱりあのビデオなんかあるな。敵がどんどん湧いてくる。まだいるか？あ、終わった。はい、終わったよ。どこ行ったあいつ。あいつも裏に逃げたか。できる限り備品は破損しないように戦ったけれども大丈夫？あいつはどこ行った？裏口から逃げたか？あ、いたいた。
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
やっぱりあのビデオなんか隠されてんじゃないかな。普通のビデオじゃないんじゃないかな。狙われるってことはねえもんな、ビデオだけで。
Who's gonna pay for all this?
あ、これか。住所、ジェイド通り 3C。さてと、ここか、調べる場所は。使用された形跡なし。使用された形跡なし。開かれている。ここだな。ここに住んでんのか、やつは。あ、ここに住んでんのか。
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS.
やっぱりそういうことか。
I misheard the title, so I needed help.
まあ他に心配することがあるだろうの方だよね。
Much more help than that.
We all got problems. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
金だって言うんでしょ?
Which is?
All I need right now
違ったわ。
is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
いやー、これはどうなんだろうな。まあ、こいつ信用してもいいのかな。悩みどころではあるけれども、まあ置いてくか。
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man.
いやー、どうなるかな、この判断が。吉と出るか、凶と出るか。果たして改心していいやつになるのか。まあ、とりあえずもう押しちゃったし、しょうがねえか。大切にしろよ。さて、二択ですね。弁か妄想に駆られる放浪者。どちらかに質問するってことなんですけれども、まあね、車修理の弁に話を聞いた方が信頼性があるので、弁に聞きます。弁、話をちょっと聞かせて。
Greetings, citizen.
The best cop in the hood is back. How can I be of service?
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done.
これを下ろせばいいのか？油圧装置に異常が発生。危ねえな、車の修理で。乱暴。
Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
車の問題は全く俺自身はわからないんだけれどもね。どちらかというと車はね、免許は持ってるけれども苦手だから運転はしないんだよね、基本。危ないし。イグニッションコイル外れてたらエンジンかかんねえじゃん。あとは
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
これか。
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
バッテリー異常なし。
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the
エネレーター問題か。
I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
あ、俺が直すの？
It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
いやもう警察ロボットじゃなくて便利ロボットになってんじゃん、完全に。
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big chunky guy showed up, bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too, then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
なるほど、タトゥーのデザインな。じゃあこれを追ってきゃいいか。
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
タトゥースタジオね。この辺りにタトゥースタジオなんてあったかな。まあ目標地点が変わったんでね。次はそっちです。結構お手伝いパターンというか、あっち行ったりこっち行ったりって感じですね。まあ今と違って防犯カメラとかが発達していなかった時代に作られた映画なので、まあ聞き込み操作とかね、足で稼ぐっていう言い方が正しいのかな。まあそういった風なゲーム内容なのかな。調査内容になってますね。ここか、タトゥーの店は。邪魔するぜ。
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
How about I bring out your jawline?
Hey man, no pressure. I was just trying to be helpful. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
隠してるな、こいつ。
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work.
教えてはくれないか。そうなると証拠探しだな。まあ店を勝手に漁るっていうのもどうなんだっていう風にはなるけれどもね。
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my
バイカー、なんで忘れてんだこいつ。いるのかまだここに。バイカーの鍵とっていう風に書いてあったな。じゃあいるのかここにまだ。あ、バルジャーについて言及してる。
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
そりゃ捕まるって聞いたらね、関係ないんだったら話すわな。そりゃ店だし。これか、チョッパーバイク。ナンバープレート入手。これか、チョッパーバイク。でもなんかさっきの写真とはちょっと違うよな。そうだよな。チョッパーバイクはこういう形じゃねえから。どちらかというとチョッパーバイクってこういう形。でも違う。あ、ラジオくん
City Hall is the decaying symbol of mismanagement and corruption. Detroit deserves a fresh start. And the only way to achieve that is to take the city private. Delta City for our children.
選挙活動ですね。これはまたチョッパーバイクとは違うけれどもな。建物に入れるようになったな。さて、奴はどこに潜伏しているのかな？
Still no joy with the broadcast. Fucking OCP's good for nothing piece of shit. Be quiet, you moron.
なんか裏切られてない？
Get working in no time, Mr. Wendell. Sir. Yes. You won't screw it up.
He's using it, just like he used us.
ああ、なんか仲間なのか別組織なのか知らねえけれどもやられまくってんじゃん。
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the torch head.
なるほど。あいつはバイカーギャングからトーチヘッドに乗り換えたと。ブラックジョークすぎるよな。よいしょ。オッケー、カメラごと。いいね、綺麗に片付いたぜ、カメラごと。
What did Wendell make you do?
You saw it yourself. He needed us to extract brains from corpses.
5 brains.
He would never say. Wendell keeps his cards close to his chest.
Where is he?
Now? I bet he did.
あ、ごめん、カメラ壊したから多分届かない映像。
Operator, requesting an ambulance. One unconscious fugitive suffering heavy blood loss.
ラジオがうるさかったね。カメラ壊しちゃったけれども、大丈夫？通信装置を検知っていうか、壊しちゃったよ、さっき殴って。それでもデータ取れるんだ。でも昔のカメラだったらそうそう電波なんて届かないでしょう。コンピュータースキャン必要あり。送信、マップの変更、送信先。ハイモール。さて、こいつを運んでいきましょうか。さてと、この仲間殺しの犯人をなぜ助けることになるのかっていうのがちょっと疑問だけれどもね。まあ、こいつからも後々情報をまた聞き出すのかな。久しぶりの病院送り。パート1、パート2だと確か送ってたけれども、久しぶりですね、救急車くん来てくれんの。あ、でも救急車は初めてか。他は全部死体運びだったからな。ということでした。本編の方が進みましたね。干し草の中からスパイクからウェンデル・アントノウスキー。言いづら。さて見つけていくか。というか、グラフィティアートのやつに嫌われてるから、こんな絵描かれるのね。